Hi, Scorpio, Starseed Collective. Thank you for landing with me here on my channel, Starseed Discovery, nurturing you on your way to finding the freest version of yourself as a starseed here on our Mother Earth Gaia. There's lots in store for December. Luna has assisted us with her beautiful moon energies, starting with the 1212 portal. And that is us looking at the little tweaks we have left of our egos that we want to release before the new year, where we are in our awakening journey. And then the new moon in Sagittarius eclipse, enhancing those energies, getting us ready for the Winter Solstice on 12/21, a big day for Starseeds. Encouraging you to log in. The link is below for Solara Anra's channel, where she's doing live Pleiadian and Arcturian transmissions and activations for you for the winter solstice of 2020. She does lives, and there's also videos. I've done both, but whatever fits in your schedule, she has on her channel. So go ahead and get those activations for your winter solstice on top of your beautiful readings. So stay till the end because there's so much in store. And then there's also the 29th is another new moon in Capricorn. Wait, it may not be Capricorn. I don't know, actually. But it's a new moon right before the new energies coming in for the new year. So thank Luna and do your rituals. Do whatever you need to do to stay in line with her during this time, because she's only there to help you. We're going to do the reading a little differently today. We're going to take it onto Patreon after this, but this is my gift to you during this giving season of 2020. Merry Christmas, Christmas Kwanzaa. When I say all. And we are all unified. So, yes, we're doing the readings differently. 6 different categories. 0 being the overall energy coming through with the Sacred Geometry Healing card and the Amenti Oracle for you. And then number 1 is Portal, Eclipse, and Winter Solstice energy for you coming in. 2 is Career Advice. 3 is Spiritual Messages for the Scorpio Starseed Collective. And then chakra alignments suggestions for you. 5th is the Akashic field for the Scorpio collective of Starseeds, coming in like what messages for you Starseeds do you need to grasp from past, present, and future in the Akashic field? Because we all know time is circular, not linear, right? Hopefully we understand that now. 4 is love, masculine and feminine energies within you and also without you. If you listen to any other 5D content, you understand that what is within is without, what is above is below. And that means if you're balanced within, then your relationships with everything in life is harmonious. So that's the goal. Speaking of harmonious, also 1221 is bringing us into our Merkaba states. This is how you travel interdimensionally through your 3rd and 5th eye activations. If you want to visit other worlds or what have you, this is how you do it. This is also how you access your Akashic as well, your Akashic library. And if you want personal Akashic library readings, my Gmail is starseeddiscovery@gmail.com, link below. Also, I've got this sound bath for you over here. The digital sound baths personalized. If you need personalized love readings, starseed readings, Akashic readings, whatever it is that you need, I'm here to help you along your journey. Also, if you need guidance and one-on-one classes on how to read for yourself, which is so much recommended versus visiting YouTube to get your readings. I mean, you need both. I definitely use both, myself and other people, but I also like to read for you all as well. So anyway, the solstice is your inner divine feminine, divine masculine energies coming into union with itself. And it doesn't matter if you're she, he, or they. You all have masculine and feminine energies within you. And the representation of that is the Merkaba. I just love that thing. It's copper and it's got the rainbow crystals inside. It's just very unifying. It moves around my house a little bit. Okay, so we'll get some sage burning for my Scorpios. My intuitive, lovely, emotionally and passionate Scorpios. Taking a deep breath in and out. And then 6th, we have overall Ascension Advice from higher realms for you. I've been channeling my team baby elephant, which is my Pleiadian children, and also my Pleiadian family, brothers and sisters that are left in higher realms, other than pure consciousness, right? Because they're always there as the one consciousness. But then we've been doing Ra, we've been doing all the Starseed Collective, Orion, Sirian, all of the light energies of those, Lyran, Octarian, Andromedan, Hadarian, you name it, Pleiadian, we've had them on the channel. So sometimes those come up and you can be like, those, if they resonate, then claim it for yourself. And you can identify with one of the starseeds that come up. All right, deep breath in and out again. I think that's all the announcements. Feel free to donate. It takes a lot of time to make these. It's over 12 hours recording all those 12 zodiac signs for your winter solstice reading. So feel free to Patreon me or email me and I'll send you my Cash App and you can send a donation to the channel. And or subscribe, all those good things. And I'm being told to tell some of you I do the crystal heart chakra activations for you, other chakras alignments as well, if you're needing help with that. Kicking in some 5th eye activations too. Breathing in and out. Scorpio Collective, Starseeds, here we go. That was interesting. Did you hear how the gong frequency and the singing bowl frequency came to a match for a minute there? Excuse me. Sometimes when I miss hitting the gong the second time, I'll hit it extra hard the 3rd time on accident. My bad. I'm sure you're fine. So coming in for your Sacred Healing card, we have Fruit of Life, Spheres of Knowledge. Being highly activated here. I feel like this is going to be a highly activating. I've had 2 very highly active readings tonight, so, or at least one, so I feel like this will be the second. Being that you are Scorpio. And look at this flower of life. Very activating symbolism, symbol. Sacred geometry formation to carry in your pocket, if you will. Fruit of life, spheres of knowledge. Let's see what this is about. I communicate with compassion. So I noticed too, before you're reading, like she's very lively. Like she's got life coming from her heart, expanding in every direction, right? And then she's got flowers coming out the top. She's got a sun over her head. Her intuition is on, a sun behind her, and I think she's even got stars in her hair. Dang girl, she got stars in her hair. And then a beautiful cup of emotion on her lap, deciding when and how to give it, reserving it for its time and its place, right? Communicating with compassion. Fruit of life. I'm interested. I'm a little what could this be about? Every other reading, I feel like it's been like I kind of get the overall energy right away, but now I'm like, for yours, you've got me thinking here, Scorpio. You got me thinking. Let's find out. We're gonna go into There's a lot of decks I've selected. I will let you know along the way. I will not be commenting and writing out all of them. If you have comments and questions about any of the decks, please feel free to ask. I will be more than happy to respond. Also, let me know how the readings resonate with you and how your starseed journey is going. This is the divine animals. Starseed collective Scorpio, please. Light family, what card do you have for them? So I'll be selecting one card from each deck, and then at the end we will do a 3-card tarot spread out of 3 different decks. To summarize with detail. I need like a net that catches the cards. The Heron, detachment, faith, and harmony. You're being guided to follow your inner wisdom, find clarity, and focus on purpose, passion, and joy. Begin now to reinvent yourself and your life. You are a powerful co-creator, co-creatrix, with limitless inner wisdom and infinite potential. Limitless, infinite potential, inner wisdom, co-creator, fruit of life, spheres of knowledge, inner wisdom and clarity, focusing on purpose, passion, and joy. Going back to square one. You know, before your reading, I heard ground zero when I was tuning into Scorpio energy. And ground zero, it's like you guys are rebuilding from the bottom. Started from the bottom, and now we're at the bottom again. And we were there, and now we're here. There we go. We started from the bottom. We were there, and now we're here. This is the Moonology deck. What energy do you have for the 12-12 portal? Winter Solstice. Oh, sorry, 12-12 portal. For my Scorpios. Scorpio Starseed Collective. Eclipse energy. What do you have, Luna? Right, and I'm also running all of like discernment and perception, all of that through my intuition, which is my higher self, my intuition, my connection to source. And I am of the light, right? I'm a light worker, so my messages I run through with discernment concerning the light. These two people need to come out together. Well, they kind of define this. I communicate with compassion, so I will take 2. I haven't been with Scorpio, and look, they're very wow. They're both eclipse cards. I mean, not eclipse, but new moon cards, and they both look eclipsy because I guess it's the art, but so communication is key. New moon in Gemini, which we just had, which you're still probably feeling the essence of, on top of the Sagittarius new moon and eclipse. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Look how similar these cards are. To this, I communicate with compassion. I love when the universe does this. Within all like different decks that have nothing to do with each other. Pouring water. And then this long, beautiful, like hair and compassion. Well, long, beautiful hair, right? But then we've got like this compassion and like communication coming from the heart beaming out, whether it's vibrational communication, telepathic communication, or actual verbiage, right? Or writing something, doesn't matter. It's communication. Communication is key. And you know, Gemini is all about communication. Like, we love to jabber and talk, right? But we also see the both sides of the story. We look and can evaluate, as long as we're not blocked, like we can evaluate both sides of the situation, which can help with communicating with compassion. So if there's like something that you are really getting stuck and tongue-tied on when it comes to love, use the Gemini new moon energy to help you with that. Bring that in, and you can still use it, so probably the sooner the better for you, I think is what that's saying. Yeah, don't let your past hold you back, you know. All right, so then we have the Winter Solstice energy. What is this energy bringing in for Starseed Scorpio, please? Light, galactic light, cancel. What do we have? One card, please. Realization. Self-reflection on the bottom. Realization. See the keyhole? And there's two worlds there. One is of light and one is of dark. Neither is wrong, neither is right. And she's standing in the middle. And it looks like she's leaving the dark, going into the light. But it could be vice versa if you need to figure out what it is you want. Sometimes if you don't know and you're in the state of confusion, you do need to go back to the womb and recreate, rethink, right? Spheres of knowledge, foundations, creation. I wanted to point out too, maybe some of you need to watch Alice in Wonderland. She is very Alice-y, right? And this is a very Alice in Wonderland card. All right, so you guys are manifesting Alice in Wonderland for the new year and the new energies bringing in from the Winter Solstice. You just want a reality check, right? You do. You want ground zero. You're like, nope, this is not what I wanted. I didn't want to manifest this. This is not exactly what I thought it was. Let's see what we're talking about here. What is it that you didn't think you wanted that you thought you did? Team Baby Elephant, what crystal cards do you have for my Scorpio Starseeds, please, concerning finance and career? This is the liquid crystal oracle guide, oracle deck, sorry. Comes with this magnificent, awesome, thick and juicy guidebook. Look how many cards there are. There's a lot. They're all crystals, and look how thin they are. And I had no idea. Some of these I'm like, how? And I can't pronounce them. And their artwork, they're very, it says in the book too that it was all channeled energy, so they're like very activating. Like they correspond with, the artwork corresponds with their energy. So if some of you want to invest in this deck, it's highly recommended. Coming through from the cosmos to you. It's offered to you as a tool. Just one card, please. This card flashed at me, so I will take it. Gold, Solar Angel. If you need to screenshot this, go ahead to get activated by this energy. Very Christmassy, Kwanzaa-y or whatever. Sunstone, Raw, Light, Radiant. And we talked about Raw before this, so some of you need to introduce yourselves to the knowledge of the teachings of Ra and the one consciousness. So there we go. We have it kind of answered here now, these cards, and the communication with compassion. Meaning also with yourself, like not being hard on yourself for, mainly yourself, not being hard on yourself for like, okay, just for instance, okay, the Church of Latter-day Saints, let's just say that you grew up in that, and all of a sudden at age of 20 you were like, I don't know if this is really what I chose for myself. That's okay. And being able to step back, going back to ground zero, going back to new fruit of life, growing new fruit of life. And what does that mean? Reformatting your foundation is what I'm getting. And it's never too late, whether you're 20 or 60. It really isn't. Really, you gotta pick up this, really picking up heavily here, because both of these are very sun-oriented, raw radiancy, one consciousness. You gotta study the law of one, okay? Coming in very strongly for Scorpio. That is your finance and career, tying into everything. So that's the point of these readings, is that I'm breaking them down so detailed that you can actually see how this alignment matches with that and that and that and that and all the things we care about. Which is also why we're going to be taking it over to Patreon. Some of it. I'll still be here, but this is the Starseed Oracle. Void, yeah. See, I told you, don't be afraid to go back into the womb and recreate yourself. Hireth, longing for home, homesick for the stars. Yeah, don't be afraid to go within, and realize that you are made of the stars. Starseed, you are a starseed. You are of the earth, not in the earth. You're learning to become that. An egoless state of mind. Some of you need to watch the very in-depth Libra, very highly activating as well, reading I just gave them. So some of you are understanding that maybe religion is coming between you and your happiness and all around. And you're realizing this, and you're going back to the stars to find your answers, which is perfect, because that's where you came from. Studying what is the starseed, what is the law of one, what is the law of attraction. Thank you. This is Angels in Your Biz deck. So some of you are realizing too that you decided to take a certain path, career or financial or otherwise, but we're doing career and financial, because of your Christianity, your belief system or whatever, and now you're rethinking your career, your life purpose, which is perfect. Do not be afraid of that energy. Right? The Heron just pointed out to me too. Detachment, faith, harmony. Some of you need to detach from your previous faith to harmonize. Really channeling this Heron energy is going to help you, your Scorpio starseeds, okay? You know, you guys are highly intuitive. You're probably the most intuitive sign, so claim that, hone that in, and know that you will know right from wrong. What applies to you as right and wrong, light and dark, good and bad, evil and heavenly, angelic, low vibrational, high vibrational, polar opposites, white and black, whatever, red and blue. Green, red and green. Visualize, see it, be it. Some of you are needing to come out of your old jobs. Some of you have also been told that you have like learning disabilities. So you can't obtain a degree, or you can't obtain a certain level of job, and that you have to stay in a certain living condition because of this parameter that you've been told to live in outside of you, and you're realizing how to visualize a healthy mindset, a healthy attraction to the universe. What are you calling to yourself? Radiating a whole different vibration, more in line with the stars, where you came from, and visualizing yourself as a whole, complete being, one in unison with the cosmos and all of its energy. Beautiful, abundant, unconditional, loving energy. So revamping everything, even career. Sounds like we're breaking down barriers, Scorpio. I feel like some of you are even in, like maybe some of you had children early, and so you had to go take a job that was just paying the bills, but had nothing to do with anything else other than paying bills because you had a little one. And you're realizing that you have the radiant solar angel confidence within you to go above and beyond that now. That was you. It's not you anymore. Visiting the Starseed Discovery Divine Vibes Facebook, I posted a hypnosis done by a professional hypnosis. I can't remember her name, Law of Attraction lady. So to reprogram your mind concerning lack, success, love, all of those good things, please go visit the page and watch that video. And also be getting your Pleiadian. That's something I didn't tell you guys. So checking out the Honor Solar channel, getting your Pleiadian and Octarian transmissions and activations. I think I did tell you that actually. So make sure you do that. In line with the Winter Solstice, okay? This is higher realms coming through for Scorpio Collective. Chakra card, please. Light family of mine for Scorpio Starseeds. I mean, we're all light family. It's not like mine versus yours. And you will learn that in the one consciousness. Well, both of these, those three actually. Let's see if they're all throat. And they are, so we will take the first one. So you have a whole bunch of throat chakra cards coming out here. This is an exercise you can do, so go ahead and screenshot this. Whew. Almost choked pretty bad there on my spit. So look at all this. Oh, you know what? This is throat chakra. I'm so sorry. This is third eye. And these colors, I don't really like how they did the colors here. And it's the only thing downfall about this deck. It's just the chakra deck. And I love it other than that color thing. Because this looks like light blue to me. It doesn't look like indigo. But this is third eye. Kneeling yoga mudra. And take note of the hands there, okay? The affirmation is I am one with the infinite. Take a screenshot of that too, if you please. I am one with the infinite. There's your chakra alignment and yoga pose you can do to help yourself. I am one with the infinite. Where did we get infinite? I think I'm picking it up from this Fruit of Life card. Also, this homesick for the stars too. Galactic Light Council, what message do you have for the Scorpio Starseeds Collective, please? This is Hidden Worlds. Portal and Winter Solstice energies. Guidance for them. This is your spiritual guidance messages for this energy is coming in. So also, I haven't been saying this, but I've started to during Libras that, you know, these energies, they're not just like 24 hours one and done. Like, they are months, especially how strong they are right now. With like all of the heavy eclipse energies this year, I think almost all of the planets were in retrograde at the same time for a majority of the year in our solar system. You know, it's just been very intense, and so do not think for 1 second that these energies expire or have an expiration date. So this reading, you can apply to you for literally like 3-4 months after today. Yesterday was the 14th, so I'm still working under the portal and eclipse energy. And the Gemini new moon. I mean, Sagittarius, full moon, and then Sagittarius new moon. And then the Gemini, this is Archangel Metatron, self-mastery deck. Archangel Metatron, what messages do you have for Starseed Scorpio Collective, please? And also the Gemini, meteor shower last night. And it's always like one of the biggest, brightest ones. And I saw some last night, not too many, but I was surprised I saw any, being in my location in Los Angeles. And I sure did. Oh, look, speaking of meteor showers, look at that shooting star. See? Okay, awesome. I love the divine. I really do. Thank you, thank you, thank you for all these messages, divine. I love you, love you, love you. Higher self. Okay, so we have, what do you get over there? We have Sacred Journey, Introversion, Seeker, Self-Knowledge. Yeah, going back to square one. Ground zero. I think Aries got this too. So if you're dealing with an Aries or you have Aries predominantly in your chart, this is readings for Sun, Moon, Rising, Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Pluto, and North Node. Like literally, it's because I'm breaking it down so much. It's so applicable. So, and you know, you're seeing, so if Aries, any of that. So anyway, get your birth charts out. Okay, Scorpio, get your birth charts out and follow that shit. Follow your birth chart, right? Following your birth chart, and your higher self is leading the way, lighting the candle along the way to, you know, your intuition. Like, here's one candle. I think I'm going to go this way. Yeah, it feels right. Oh, yep, got the light. Okay, good. Indication to go forward. Yep, got the light. Good indication to go forward, right? Rebuilding. Fruit of life. So you're doing this with like, yeah, compassion. Because think about it, when you're planting a seed and you're wanting to grow a garden to produce produce to nourish your body, you have to be compassionate. And even talking to your plants too, right? To help them grow and be fruitful. Divine Feminine coming in for your Sacred Geometry Relationships card. Sorry, I didn't announce that, but that's what this is. The frequency of the Divine Feminine supports our soft, receptive, and nurturing side, facilitating our intuition and intrinsic understanding of our connection to cosmos. Yes, that's, again, longing for the stars. These cards blend very well as well. There's a lot of like doubling up here when it comes to colors, if you can see that. Leadership, answer the call. Yeah, freaking Aries got this too, I think. Don't take my word for that, actually, but I'm pretty sure it was. Coming in from Archangel Metatron concerning your spiritual messages. So you're answering a new call, something that you're rebuilding, right? Communication with self, mainly. That's what I'm picking up. And a lot of you may be residing heavily in masculine energy, so you need to bring this in. It's what Divine is saying, to bring in your masculine and like emotional, compassionate capabilities, to balance that out, to bring compassion into your life and connection with the stars, remembering you're not alone. You're not doing this alone. You're not the only one that was falsified and veiled and everything else. Like, we all had to lift a veil, okay? You're not the only one that had to do the veil lifting. So we're on this journey together. It's a sacred one, going inside, seeking what it is that you want, and knowing that you are a leader inside. You are a light warrior. You're answering your highest, truest purpose right now by doing what you're doing. So keep going, because that's a good freaking sign. Like, you are answering the call. You are realizing your truth and your purpose, and that you are Starseed. You're realizing that by putting in this work and by chalking up that maybe you need to relearn. We all need to relearn. You're not the only one, so really, you're doing a great job. All right, moving on to the juicy love stuff. Working with citrine is going to really help with those chakras and manifestation power. This is the Queen of Atari Tarot. One energy card, please. One card for feminine and masculine energies. Ooh. Seven of Wands. And Eight of Pentacles for your feminine and masculine. Seven of Wands. This is the Sun and Moon Tarot. Yeah, just like your masculine energies have been working against the flow, which is what's been accurate in the world. So, you know, Gaia only mocks her children. She's not in this. She is of it, right? And so she is allowing, because there's free will here, so the masculine and feminine energies of her children have been imbalanced, very masculine, heavily weighted, which is why Divine was saying bring in this feminine energy. No matter if you're they, them, she, he, it does not matter. You've got, if you're reading this and you're even a she, you need more of this in some way, shape, or form in your life right now, whether that's coming back to source and realizing that you come from the stars, whatever it is. Being more compassionate to the people around you. I don't know, but something. Maybe everything, right? So we did not get into reversals, but this is like you understanding that your feminine side needs to become balanced with your masculine side, so there's not this like against, like resisting and going against flow. And if this is you and another person, if you're taking it that way, if you're applying it to that way to yourself, this is not an even give and take, and I would be careful of the person that you're with. They look like they're escaping. She looks like she's giving stability, and they look like they're just fucking collecting what they can to escape. Yeah. Eight of Pentacles. I mean, it's being tied here. It's being clarified by the Nine of Swords. Cruelty. So she feels beaten. And devastated and like betrayed and deceit. Yeah. Really go within. You got the Hermit card clarifying the Seven of Wands. Really go within and make sure this person has your best interest by using all of this beautiful energy from higher realms here to help you. Okay. Really, really using your discernment here and realize what you need to realize. Don't be afraid to bring love into the situation, right? That's your Winter Solstice energy, but really that means even giving love to yourself. Like she's bathing herself in her own juicy goodness. You know, bucket of emotion. She's dousing herself. We're so focused. I'll have to start working with my other camera. If this is with energies within you, your masculine and feminine energies within you, this is, yeah, time to come back to foundation here. Square one. Ground zero. Because your masculine side of you, creating your foundation, has been doing you some dirty. Doing you some injustice, entrapment, mental entrapment, and you're realizing that. So you're like, uh-oh, I gotta go back to square zero, ground zero here, because I'm tired of feeling like this. I don't want this anymore. This is masculine and feminine energy right here. So this is how you've been feeling. Betrayed. And you want to feel like you're working towards something stable again. You're not afraid to start over, not at all. But you want to know that you're going to start over the right way. And so you have to go within, go inside the womb, recreate, plant your seeds with fruition and love and kindness and tender and caring. This is the energy between the two of you currently. Happiness. So this is where you both are headed. Like if it's you, within you, you're like, yes, nothing's gonna stop me. Like, I know I deserve true happiness. Nine of Cups is true happiness. Nine of Pentacles is just shy of happy home, happy life. 10 of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is, I'm drawing a blank on that card. I need to see it. It's kind of like leap of faith, but more or less like having your experience and knowing where to go, and being balanced. There's 9 Pentacles, so you can't be evenly balanced, but you almost have everything in balance. You're just one pentacle away. So the Eight of Pentacles, you're just 2 pentacles away. And this is the energy you want to, it's not like you're going back to, I mean, Ace of Pentacles is a beautiful energy. You want that. But it's not like you're going back to 2. You're not choosing anymore. You've already decided pretty much for yourself. You're not at, you're not at the 4 pentacles. You're not at 5 pentacles. You are at 8. You already have this energy within you. And you're not afraid to go back a few pentacles to get your 10. Your perfect 10. Your happiness. Happiness. I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. So if this is somebody concerning a relationship that, outside of you rather than inside of you that we've been reading on, then this is you, like your little wake-up call here. Like, are you happy? Do y'all look happy here? Because it says, I am aware that being happy means I am on the right path. So they don't look so happy. I'm not sure they're on the right path. He's abandoning her. And these 2 cards. He's abandoning her. When you put them together like that, they're abandoning her. So questioning your happiness. And if you're not happy, you're not in the right place at the right time anymore. You might have once been. This is the Alex Gray Sacred Mirrors. And this is a divine message from the higher realms concerning your connection. Team Baby Elephant, what messages do you have? They love when I call them in. They're so happy that you guys are getting to know them. Alexander says hello. He's my firstborn. And he says I have a message for you. Okay. Anyway, for me, not y'all. Rude, don't interrupt the reading. It's urgent. Okay. Anyway, let's get 1 card, please, Alexander, for our Scorpio Starseed Collective concerning their love life or their love within themselves. Yes, some of these are oil paintings of naked people. This is Alex Gray. He did oil paintings and poetry, so you will get a poem. I wish these cards were easier to handle. Let's manifest that. So sacred mirrored cards. Can you guys get smaller? Thank you. So it is. Really revisiting what love is, what love means to you, what foundation and stability means to you. Communicating with yourself with compassion is super coming through as key here to you guys. Being loving to yourself, giving to yourself. Ooh, I don't think I've ever seen this card. Awesome, Scorpio. So I'll read you the poem. And you guessed it, ding, it says Christ consciousness, right? You may be wanting to go into the 5D Christ consciousness, leaving some old beliefs behind. The resurrected appears, surrounded by golden light. A fiery web spouts from his heart to ignite our own Christ consciousness, archetype of divine love and righteousness. Aligned with cosmic parents, the sun, Son, is the radiant principle of agape. Love that is wholly selfless and spiritual, a Western Bodhisattva who realized and activated the essential truth. We are the Word made flesh, a direct channel for the love and healing of energy of God. I am the light of the world. 2 angels are present. Gabriel holds a book of the Trinity. Michael exhibits the compassion that subdues evil, but does not kill it. Whirling interlocking trine, stars of David, pointing to Christ's mystical origins, the primal unity of heaven and earth, and the divine Father, Mother, and Son. Reflection is healing. So you're healing within. You're healing old wounds, but more or less you're healing old belief systems and ideas, thought patterns even that no longer serve you. Even when it comes to, maybe some of you had a divinely orchestrated marriage and you're like, that's it, no more. I never wanted to marry this person and I'm not going to stay married to them. And that's healing yourself, right? And yes, some of you can be manifesting. Christ was the ultimate manifester. So some of you can be manifesting. I'm just like rubbing this card. Some of you can be manifesting healing within your relationships too. Then your love relationship. That is ultimately possible, but you must heal yourself first. It is just how it works, isn't it, Christ? Yes, it is. It's how it works. You gotta heal yourself first. Listen to the lady and me. I know. I did it once or twice or 3,000 times now. But it's fine. Whatever. Nobody's counting. Alright, my comedy has come back. I've gotten over the at least I think I'm funny. I have gotten over the singing bowls here. It had me zenned out for a few days there doing some readings. I'm like, you guys, this is what you need to be doing. Or not need to be doing, but if you want happiness, you gotta go this way. And I'm like, bing. So, alright, thank you, Christ consciousness. Bringing us back to our center. Yes, 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 and yes. Okay, Akashic field messages. Again, if you need Akashic library or Starseed readings, those are available to you by Gmail. We can get you started and squared away. This is the Intergalactic Heritage deck. A very powerful deck that likes to speak and spit a lot of cards. If you want to know your ancient heritage from the stars, apparently you do because you are homesick for the stars, then I would recommend getting this deck and learning about your wholehearted starseed self. Light families: Andromeda, Lyrian, Arcturian, Orion, Sirian, Palladian. 2 cards, please. For my Starseed Scorpio collective for the Akashic field. What are they working towards? I always like to peek at the bottom. Beyond wisdom, yeah. Good job, Scorpio. Saving humanity and homing beacon. I said homecoming for Libra, sorry about that if you're watching this, but homing beacon, that's what Libra got too. And saving humanity, future and past. Sirius energy in Vega. So the reason why saving humanity is past energy is because there is no saving your relationship. That is outside of you. You can only save yourself. So you didn't come here to freaking save humanity. Christ, sorry to say, this is the whole 5D thing you're going to probably be opening yourself up to, apparently, according to your reading. Christ did not come here to save humanity. Christ came here and realized all of the radiancy within him, and then therefore became radiant being of light, and naturally the light penetrated those around him, and if they were willing to accept the healing, would become healed. Then therefore this and the other new realities in their life, new jobs, new pigs and cows, whatever they were trying to manifest back in those days. Like, yes, he was able to shift humanity around him, But he didn't come here to do that. It just happened. And that's how the light works, my friends. Let's get Akashic Tarot. Homing Beacon. Some of you are vegan. Sorry, it is vegan. It's not incorrect, but I don't want to confuse you. Some of you are vegan as well, or want to be, or being guided to be, I think, when I'm picking up. But yeah, some of you are vegan starseeds, and some of you are serious starseeds. Got some Palladian in his house. Lyrian, Andromedan I'm picking up. I mean, I think I have all the starseeds right here because there's a lot of you revisiting what a starseed is, where you're from, where you've been, where you're going. Right, Scorpio? You're very intuitive and you're very passionately intuitive. Like, there is reason behind your intuition. There's reason behind your... Like, you don't pursue something without rhyme or reason to it. Right? So, you just haven't been ready before. And that's fine. But now you are. One card, please. Galactic Light Family. Galactic Light Council. One Akashic field message, please, for the Starseed Collective of Scorpio. Oh my god. I'm not even shitting you. I don't make this up, you guys. But these decks have nothing to do with each other. Beyond Wisdom, parallel. Parallel. Is it coming to light yet? Is all of this... Are you tripping on mushrooms right now? No, you're not. This is real life, people. This is more real than this. Founders, parallel, beyond wisdom, will, wisdom, and mind. Being body, mind, and soul balanced. Scorpios, that's key to true awakening. You think there is anything imbalanced on this person? You think he was just born naturally like this? You really think that? You think he didn't have to work to be balanced? You are... Never mind, that's very 3D of me to say. Let me rephrase that. Actually, a wise man once said nothing. Wait, this came out sideways, so this could go either way, right? So that's what they like to say, and I sometimes I go with that, sometimes I don't. Right now, I'm going with it. Three of scrolls, setting your course, and scrolls is air. Like communication, you know, got communication coming out, so of course scrolls would come out here. Communication being very key, communication with yourself. What are you saying to yourself on a daily basis? It's okay to move on, you know, those kinds of things. Answering the call. Yeah, intuition. Setting your course. So in this deck, you know, there is a rainbow here, and that's very, I love that sign. But actually in this deck, like, see how they're a little confused, and they actually don't really know where they're going. Like, they're already out here in the deep sea, and they should already know their course, but they don't. They're a little confused. They're trying to figure out where they're wanting to go, which is the energy I think most of you are in, but you're about to be in this energy, the reversal of, you know where you're going. Your course is set. You're not setting it anymore. This is why it came out sideways. It's like, woo, 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 woo. Kind of like when you have ocean sickness when you're on a cruise ship or what have you, right? But this is the energy of this card you want to be in is in reverse. You want to know where you're going, and you're about to. And what does this have to do with the Akashic messages? Returning to source, but you don't know how. You're trying. And that's all you need. You just need the motivation. That's all. That's perfect. You no more or no less. You are exactly where you're supposed to be. You are exactly at the point in your awakening. You are exactly at the point of your belief system that you're supposed to be. There is no right, there is no wrong. You're setting your course astray. From being astray, you're setting it straight. Now. You know you don't have to have this burden of carrying the weight of saving your relationship, saving the world around you. That's old news. Now you gotta save yourself. So changing course here. Whoop, 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 whoop. Changing course, changing a course, changing a course. To now, going back to source, going back to the stars. This is your Akashic message because that is what you know. At the end of the day, you know source. You know when you die, before you came here, you were of essence. You were of quintessence in Gnostic teachings. You were of source. You were of light. You were of spirit. You were of God. You were of the stars. You're longing for home. So go into your Merkaba, transverse into the different realms and visit home. It's part of your sacred journey being here anyways, being able to escape outside of this 3D body, 3D mindset, so that you can ascend like Christ with the Christ consciousness. Scorpio, I knew this was going to be a freaking heavy reading. This is intense. Okay, this is your Ascension Advice coming in from higher realms, Christ consciousness, since we have him on the table already. Archangel Metatron, he is your Ascension Angel, so call him in at any time. Archangel Michael, always there to help protect you. Raphael, Gabriel. Visions and faith for health and healing. Visions, trust in your ability to create the vision in your soul. This guy had a vision. See all that vision? But his vision was peace and harmony. That's all. And you could have the same vision as Christ because it's Christ consciousness. So you know that where you've been in life, what you've been taught, what you've been introduced to, that's been programmed into you rather than by your own choice, hasn't necessarily been in your own vision, and the creation of your own soul hasn't always been in your best interest. And so you're planting new life. You're introducing new spheres of knowledge so that you can have more of a oneness consciousness, a more peaceful and harmonizing relationship, harmonious relationship with yourself and others around you. Picking up some of your kids too. You want those relationships to get better. Starseeds, there's no age. Everything from 0 to 130,000 triple million. This is the Work Your Light deck. That was Starseed Wisdom. Galactic Light Council, what card please do you have for Starseed Scorpio Collective? That was too perfect. It landed in my fingers, but there's two. One card please. Love it. Birthing a new age. Birthing new creations, dreaming a new world into being. Yes, ma'am, sir, they. Yes, yes, yes. I meant them. That is That's one thing it is hard to sometimes know which one they or them is right to use. Pronouns. A new world into being. That's what Christ was doing. Christ was birthing a new world of harmony and peace into being. Now, he was just one dude, and it took him, his work, about 2,000 years to kind of manifest and balance itself out, and it's still being balanced out, right? But now the starseeds are coming in behind him to help kind of take it off. And it's not going to be overnight, for God's sakes. Nobody's saying that, but it's amplifying. Let's just put it that way. You know, just like holding this crystal is amplifying my manifestation abilities, or holding it on my heart chakra is amplifying the charge of the chakra itself. Okay, the citrine here. I cannot believe this. This is the third time this card's come out. Archangel Yophiel, you can use this archangel to call in to help you on your ascension path, liberation. And from the Starseed Oracle, Worklight Oracle, birthing a new age. So liberating yourself into a new world. You don't have to go back and be in this like, woe is me energy. I did it all wrong. What? No way. Why would you redo it that way? You're going to redo it with a sense of harmonious, liberating energies of happiness and realization of new visions, of new ways of being. Like, this went across the board from your love life to your career, and that's why I love these readings. That's why I love reading for y'all, and that's why I started doing them this way. They should be much more helpful to you, but they do take up more of your time, so up to you if you want to take the message. It is there for you. This is my most magical deck at the moment, the Lemurian Star Child, Lemurian and Arcturian and Atlantean energy coming in for the Scorpio Starseed energy. What guidance do you have for this 12/12 portal and Winter Solstice energies, please, for this reading? Starseed Scorpios, thank you. Trust, open your hands, share, let go. Aww. Look at all these birds. You guys, as a Scorpio, you are a water sign, but maybe you need to be tuning into more of your mental side, more of your, look at your birth chart, check your birth chart out, like I said, and check in to see if you can tap in. I mean, you can always tap into all the elements. But if you have any air, Aquarius, Gemini, Libra, go ahead and tap into those energies, Scorpio, because you've got a lot of birds here. You've got a lot of flight, a lot of mental stuff that you need to work on. Trust, open your hands, share, let go. Yeah, letting go, sharing the burdens of and getting assistance from those around you, including your life family, knowing you're never alone. You know, we've got the support group here on Starseed Discovery. You guys can comment. You guys can make with each other, make friends on here. You can go to the Starseed Discovery Facebook, Instagram, Patreon. I'm going to be opening up Parlor soon. So there's support everywhere. We're even going to start Zoom classes here soon. So, getting the support, but knowing that you're never alone. And if you can just close your eyes for a moment. Take a deep breath in and out. And not even visualize, but just feel light embodied energy behind you. You can imagine some loved ones behind you if it helps. Angels. Just high vibrations of love. Imagine high vibrations of love behind you. Now, My next question to you is, once you feel this, see it. After you see it, feel it and combine the two. My question to you is, how deep does it go? Yes, deep. I can't even count the souls that are behind me, my light army behind me. No, you're never alone. You're never alone. You've got a cup of emotions. You've got emotional fulfillment at all times at your disposal from the cosmos and Mother Earth and Gaia. Replenishing your cup, doing your yoga, doing your breath work, doing your meditation, doing your studies, your higher knowledge, your quiet time to become liberated. Your star bathing, meditating under the stars. Even during the day, they don't go to sleep. Working with the moon energies, with Luna. She is assisting you. You might as well freaking take advantage of it. Okay, let's do our tarot spread, and we're going to close it off, Scorpio. Great reading. Yeah, you see how the bird too is singing? And the bird is also replenishing the cup. I didn't notice that before. You probably did because you're all amazings. But, joy of life. The bird, the universe is always going to come in and replenish your cup. You're going to give, and it gives, and then it recycles. Open your hands, allow your heart to guide you, allow your intuition to guide you, and trust yourself. Let go of hesitation of feeling like you don't have, or that you did wrong, or you're not wrong. Hold the vision. 3 cards, please. Syrian energies for my Scorpio Starseed, please. Thank you. This is the Lights Years Tarot. If I'm being called to pull messages from this, I will. This also has shadow seer aspects, and it's very relatable information. You'll see this deck a lot, but a lot of readers read it the old-fashioned way and miss messages. So you always get something extra special here on Starseed Discovery. Lots and lots of gifts everywhere. I even put out a sound bath for the Winter Solstice for you guys yesterday. So you may enjoy that at your leisure. It is an activation for your high heart, so I recommend taking advantage. And it is 13 minutes versus Solara Honor stuff is a little longer, so sometimes if you're just trying to get a quick charge, you can do that one, but otherwise you should be tuning into Solara Honor's channel. Thank you, universe, for those messages. There's a shit ton of reversals here. Okay, so we have the 7 of Chalices in reverse with the Syrian Tarot, clarified by the 5 of Swords, clarified by the Chariot. And see how this is like so many options, like spiral, like this option and this option, and even all the different cups have something different in them. Okay, but in reverse, it's, you know what you want, and you're no longer in this like, oh, man energy. Now you're in this inspirational chariot, rushing forward, freedom, signifying the horses here, freedom and spiritual freedom. You are no longer bound by anything outside of you. You might still be bound by your own damn self, but you're working on it. You're no longer in this confused energy. Let's get the Muse Tarot Chariot message here. These are very special messages. It's my favorite tarot that I have. I'm just starting to work with it, and it's like my absolute fave. The Chariot, keywords: confident, willpower, control, determination, movement, travel, believing in yourself. There you go. Taking care not to harm others. There you go. Moving fearlessly toward a dream, maneuvering different forces in the same direction, knowing where you want to go. Prompt: the ritual of will. Damn, that's a good one. The ritual of will. I might borrow that to go along with your moon rituals. Maybe that's something you want to start this year and being more dedicated to that. Knowing where you want to go. See, I told you, you're no longer confused. No longer. You're like, bye, confusion. Confusion, what? Bye. Okay, and then we have the Three of Orbs, Eight of Materials, and Five of Wands. Oh boy. So this is no longer heartache or distraught, but wise Eight of Materials in reverse, which is also Eight of Pentacles, which is also like this card. But this is going to have some way different energy. Let's get a message. Oh, these don't get reversed. Sorry. They're the same, right? They're the same person. But these get reversed and these don't. Keywords, working and perfecting your craft, an artisan, taking pride in a job well done, building skill over time. Yeah, so you slowly pick up your intuition. It's not something you develop overnight. You're working towards. You've got that in another card here. Something you're working towards. The sacred journey, yes. Introversion, yes. Liberation, yes. But I think it was your career reading. See it, be it. Where was it? Anyway, I can't think of the card right now. I'm not really liking how this is like all on top of each other, but it is what it is for this month. Dedication and pride, not cutting corners, effort versus laziness, soul purpose. Yeah. Soul purpose. I told you, you're coming into that soul purpose. You're coming into that square one, going back to source. And you're no longer upset. You're no longer hurt. You're not allowing anybody outside of you to hurt you anymore and choose for you. Because other people choosing for you doesn't feel good. And it's a loss of freedom. It's a loss of choice. Whether it has to do with being told you have to wear the mask everywhere, whether it has to be being told with, mandating a vaccination, or whether it has to be told with, maybe parts of the Bible not being all the way true, maybe parts of education not being all the way true, really anything. Or, you grew up thinking that fire was cold because you never touched it when you were little. So you always thought it was cold because it was blue in the bottom. My fireplace, can you see it? It's pretty much blue because that's the hottest part. But if I never had touched it or learned, I would think it's probably cold. So you have to relearn, right? What the truth actually is once you experience it for yourself. And you've been experiencing battles within yourself and without, if you're experiencing battles within, you're absolutely experiencing battles outside of yourself. But you're over that. You're in this new awakening energy. You're in this new energy of self-realization. And what else? Some other keywords that this said. Rewriting a witty destiny, soul purpose. You're coming out of I guess I just have to sit here and take it. That's a lazy attitude. So you don't have to be in that lazy attitude anymore. Man, these readings are tonight they're they're going over time by far. Okay, and then this Nine of Inspiration we got in reverse, which is interesting. Six of Cups in reverse, Four of Orbs in reverse. Nine of Inspiration is not reverse. Oh, this is, not letting anybody tell you what to do outside of yourself. I need a Four of Orbs. Orbs is swords, you guys. In the Syrian Tarot. Syrian Starseed Tarot, to be exact. Oh, I sit on the beach by myself meditating. Oh, yay! Both. You could look at this card 2 different ways, right? So that's a hint. Free moving forward. After a time of upset and stormy days, the soul seeks calm and restoration. It is time to silence the noise of the mind and allow the waves of intuitive inner knowing. Yeah, you got knowing in here. Intuition with the third eye. Realization, right? Inner knowing to wash gently over the energy bodies, taking pause to reflect and simply be. To look deep within, reaching that calm inner knowing in the eye of the storm, is to yield to the higher purpose. Higher purpose. And this card. And this card. Your muse is really singing to you. Some of you may need to turn to music here. In some form or fashion. Allowing, to look deep. Now is the time to embrace silence and be still. Yep. There's clearly an issue at hand, something that is unresolved and it hovers, waiting to be dealt with. Although one aspect appears to have been processed. But for now, the highest purpose is served by retreating and waiting until we are ready to take it on again. Now is a time to restructure the mind's eye and contemplate the nature of reality. Taking pause to truly consider the meaning of life here and throughout the internal being of the soul. Training the chatterbox of the left brain through meditation, hibernation, and silent introspect, we are capable of achieving new perspectives objectively and a place of peace. How are you allowing the imaginations of your mind and your outer world to disrupt your inner harmony? What one issue still needs to be resolved? What have you come as a starseed to contribute to this illusionary field and in doing so, gift to others? What will your presence here have served in the course of unfolding events on space and on the space-time continuum? What do you need to remember about your own starseed origins? Ooh, yeah, see, this is longing for the stars. Knowing you need to go home. Some of you really need to get an Akashic library reading with me, with someone, visit your own way, but I can go really in depth for you, and some of you really need that. Yeah, this is like inner child work here. See? Baby puppy, baby kid, old puppy, old guy, and all the steps down of emotions. Like, you guys were on this emotional path together as best friends. And this is like, I mean, it was in reverse, so I mean, we'll get a card for it, but you know you need to go back to where you started to manifest a healthier life, a healthier reality. And knowing that Mother Earth has you, universe has you, archangels and light families have you, your friends and family of those of you that truly are your friends and family have you, that truly love you for who you beautiful soul that you are. Okay, the shadow seer of this card. Being stuck in the past, yeah. Laminating decisions and actions and need to forgive others. A reminder to forgive yourself. A reminder to forgive yourself. Letting people in, a need to deal with regret. So you don't have any regret. You can feel that for a minute if you really want to. But like I said, this whole reading is saying, like, liberating yourself from feeling of guilt and regret and remorse and inability to move forward and being stuck and being like lazy, like, oh, my hands are tied. I was chosen this life. It wasn't chosen for me. Like, no, speaking up. You fucking take that shit back in your own goddamn hands. Using Lemurian energy, Archangel Yophiel's there for you. Archangel Metatron there for you. Your star sisters, your star brothers, your star family, star mother, star father. Me. We are here for you, Scorpio, on this journey, this beautiful journey awakening for you. Very powerful reading, Scorpio. I'm literally going to leave it here again with the Christ consciousness. Remember, this healing energy is your love energy right now. This is higher realms coming down to reach out and, giving you not just one hand, 2 hands, 3 hands. Look, mine's in there too. My hand's reaching out, and so is his. Okay, Scorpio, please reach out to me if you need any assistance. I love you all. Merry, happy Christmas. I keep saying it wrong, but Merry Christmas, Kwanzaa. I love you all. Love and light. Bye-bye. Stay one within, one without, one with higher consciousness. Again, checking in with Ra, before I go, checking in with the Ra, sun energy, and law of one, okay? Communicating compassionately within yourself and studying the law of one, studying your higher realms of education that you need to bring in this new energy that you want to set in for the 2021 year, for the Winter Solstice. Apparently you guys want to be manifesting Christ consciousness. According to this reading, you want to manifest 5D consciousness, you want to manifest the one consciousness, and you want to manifest Christ consciousness for the Winter Solstice, for this 12/12 portal, for the 12/21 new year. So you got it. It's coming. Bye, Scorpio. Love you. Apparently I had lipstick on my chin the whole time in that reading. I'm not perfect, and I'm not trying to be. Hopefully it was comical for you.